People, welcome back to Politics Watch. Now, today we're going to talk about Instagram. Now, before I start, let me just say Instagram is a platform that I actually enjoy from time to time. I think it's very good for entertainment. If I want to have a good laugh or if I want to get an idea of what something looks like, I always refer to Instagram. The memes, the sketches, the Instagram comedians, I love it. But the reality of the situation is Instagram has changed relationships forever. Instagram has made it much harder for people to find somebody, settle down, and live happily ever after. Now, you may be asking the question, well, what do you mean? Okay, well, let's go back in time. In our grandparents' days, you'd see somebody, you like them, you get to know them, etc. And right after the dating phase, you immediately start planning for the future, right? Marriage is down the road, and you're thinking, yes, we need to hold on to this one, man. I need to lock her down. Or if you're a woman, you're thinking, I need to lock him down. So there was a clear process: meet, date, married. That's why you notice a lot of our grandparents are married for 10, 20, 30 years. Good luck finding that nowadays, right? Now, I'm not saying love was perfect back then. I'm just saying that's the reality of the situation. People would meet and immediately they start thinking about the next step after dating, which is marriage. Because back then, image was not the be-all, end-all, right? People actually had to have substance and character. They actually had to make you laugh. They needed more than outward appearance, right? Because if you think about it, women were more covered up back then. So there was not as much to catch your eye. So you had to rely more on character. You had to rely more on personality, right? Because you weren't seeing much from the outside that could captivate your mind. Right? So because you built your relationship on the background of getting to know somebody, that's why you can stay with them much longer, right? Because it's not built on superficial reasons, right? Now, the less you see somebody wearing is the more short-term fun you're thinking, right? So when a man sees a woman in a body rider, right, the first thing that comes to his mind is, well, immediately his primal instincts are triggered. And it's the same for women, men. Don't think so they're any different. When a woman sees a guy, she sees him with, he has broad shoulders and, he looks like he has a strong chest, nice arms. The first thing that fly up in their mind are also primal thoughts. They're thinking, him look like him can do him thing, right? But in our grandparents in our grandparents' days, there was not a lot of flesh on display. Well, now Instagram has brought that flesh right into our living rooms, right? Because before, you only knew the people in your community. You maybe know the people at your school, at your church, at your workplace, and that's it. Now, thanks to Instagram, we know what people are doing in Mexico, America, UK, Canada, Dubai. The whole world is now at our fingertips. That's good from the point of view that it opens our eyes. But here is how that has destroyed love and relationship building, right? Because we can see what every hot girl in the world look like from our phone. It's opened our eyes to the kind of talent that exists in this world. So now, every time you see a girl or a woman, you're thinking to yourself, yeah, well, there's always something better because she don't look like that girl on Instagram. And you immediately start to compare. So what happens is, especially us men, you spend more time lusting over strangers than girls that are actually in your presence. You're thinking about that girl on Instagram who is a perfect 10, when The reality is you probably will never ever meet that woman in your life, right? And you have a solid queen in front of you, but you're not interested because she can't match up to the Instagram hot girl, right? Another way Instagram has ruined love for us is that it has raised the standard on what is considered romantic. Remember back in the day, some flowers and some chocolate was good enough, and a card with a very, a lot of sentimental words, and you express yourself in a card. That used to mean something. Not anymore, right? One time you could just go to Devon House, go have a picnic, just carry some sandwiches and some drinks, and you kick back on the grass and laugh all day and boast a big joke. Now, thanks to Instagram, if you're not carrying her to Strawberry Hill, a joke, yeah, a joke. If you're not carrying her to Spanish Court Hotel or one of these fancy restaurants in Kingston, Cellar 8 or somewhere like that, then a joke, yeah, a joke, because that's what she sees. She sees other women on Instagram getting that treatment. So now she's thinking, well, how come I don't get it? You never really check for me. Right? And even if you do go out with her, you can't even enjoy yourself because she has to take 100 pictures and then spend another 45 minutes trying to get the best out of the 100 pictures to post on Instagram. Right? So you can't even enjoy the moment. Matter of fact, you turn into a photographer. Right? You have to snap right through. Right? Just for that one picture to post on the gram to get some likes. And ladies, I know you're listening to this and you're thinking to yourself, yeah, well, it's changing for us too. I agree. It has. But obviously I'm speaking from a man's point of view. Women, ladies, queens, jump in the comment section and tell me how Instagram has changed things from your point of view. I'm speaking from a man's point of view. Right? I know what's the worst thing? A lot of people are sad and depressed even though they have good lives. The reason why them think nothing are going for them is because they're comparing themselves to people they see online. And a lot of those people online are faking it anyway. Because you have somebody who has a 3 Series BMW, right? You go out and let's say you get your girlfriend a 3 Series BMW as a birthday gift. Great car, nice car. But then she go up on Instagram and she realizes that another girl get the 7 Series. So now all of a sudden, the 3 Series isn't good enough. Right? So now, people live in this permanent state of not feeling good enough and not feeling like they've achieved anything purely because they can go online, go on Instagram and see what the rest of the world is doing and compare. And if you want to feel sad about yourself, start comparing yourself to strangers. That's the number one way to feel like you've not done anything with your life. And the worst thing is, women don't even care if you think they're beautiful anymore. They're more concerned about what their Instagram followers think. So you're telling her, listen, you're beautiful in my eyes, you're a queen in my eyes, but when she go up on the gram, she only get 5 likes, 6 likes. So now she's doubting herself and she's sitting around the house looking sad. And you're like, yo, what's wrong? Thinking something you do or something not work but are not even knowing say it's social media pressure of her feeling like she ain't a body. Right? The dress that you like, she won't wear it because it won't get a lot of likes. It's not special enough, it's not extraordinary enough. Right? So now you find women start risking their lives to live up to the Instagram image. Women putting their health in danger just for extra 100 and 200 likes. And self-esteem is now at an all-time low thanks to Instagram. Right? All-time low. You see beautiful girls online doubting themselves, feeling bad about themselves because they see 5 or 6 girls who look like they were made in a factory, perfect in every way, even though most of them girls is Photoshop and all kind of filters, etc. But now, women are walking around thinking, I'm not good enough. And you know who has to deal with that stress? The men. Because now you have to spend more time trying to comfort and reassure, right? All because of the virtual world that shows people these images of perfection, right? So Instagram is a blessing, but it's also a curse to society, right? It's changed how we view people, how we view each other. I mean, if you even go out on a date or a gathering, everybody's on their phone, tapping away. It's become a drug. It's become addictive. Now, I don't know if people will snap out of it. I don't know if a time will come when people desire to go back to the analog days and be like, you know what, I want to get away from this. I don't know. But at the moment, I can't see it changing. And I must say, the single biggest factor in how relationships has changed over the years and how men and women date and select each other has been Instagram. Now, I want you to jump in the comment section and tell me if you agree or you disagree. These are just my opinions. So people, let me know what you think. This is Politics Watch. Big up.